What's up, everybody? Okay, so I've been wanting to do this video because I felt like it wasn't there when I started YouTube. I want to put out there to you my personal opinion on how to get started to your first 1,000 subscribers. I know YouTube just put in that new policy to where if you don't have 1,000 subscribers or like 40,000 watch hours, I believe it is, that you can't monetize your channel. So I'm gonna do my best to break down how to get to 1,000 subscribers in 11 steps. And this is really 11 different categories that's gonna help you get there. So in this video, I'm gonna tell you how to get to 1,000 subscribers as fast as possible. It is a March afternoon, and in Pensacola in the Panhandle it's really windy in March, so I can't go outside, can't fish, and I really wanted to take this time to help you guys. If any of you out there are young YouTubers or aspiring to be one day, this is my best attempt to kind of break it down for you. I got my cup of coffee. We're gonna be here a minute. I don't want any of y'all to get discouraged or think you can't do this, because this is totally can be done. I had to work my way through the trenches of YouTube too, and I want to give back. I want to give y'all whatever I have upstairs to kind of get you there as fast as possible. So the last couple of days I've been talking to some younger YouTubers and was like, you know, trying to give them help, and I found like I got more pushback by me giving them some help than they were listening, and so I hope this just helps at least one person out there. That's all that matters to me, is it helps one person, because that was probably me 2 or 3 years ago. Starting from the top. All right, the number one thing I want you to understand when you're starting your YouTube channel is to just start. You gotta just start, in the words of Napoleon Hill, right where you are, immediately, right now, because YouTube will be harder tomorrow, and it'll be even harder the next day, and even harder the next day, because the amount of content that's getting uploaded to this platform on a daily basis is insane. It's absolutely insane. So it's gonna be harder tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. There's a lot of new people coming into the game. So you gotta get in, you gotta be competitive, and you just gotta start with whatever you got, however you got. And if you're saying, well, I don't have a camera, if you have a cell phone in your pocket, with this little, you know, camera on top, this is my iPhone, you can start YouTube. I started YouTube with my iPhone 5. It had a cracked case, screen. It had, I think it even had a scratched camera, and I started. I did the best I could. I literally went and got a lamp, took the lampshade off, and I put it on the table. I stacked 3 or 4 books up high to where I could tilt this where it would look at me, and I just started making videos and throwing stuff at the wall. It was literally like, there was a time where my channel wasn't really going anywhere and it wasn't growing. This was like the first few months I started doing it after I got out of the Army, and I said, well, you know what, I don't care anymore. I'm just gonna get on here and just start talking about stuff. And you know, I started out with kayak fishing, and then, like, you know, it was very slow growth. And so what I finally went to the Blue Angels and made a video with the pass-bys, and one of those videos that was next to my video in the Blue Angel list went viral. And it gave me enough watch time minutes to just kind of ramp up a little bit and get going. So that's something I wanna really hound home, and I'm gonna hound that home a couple times. Is one of the biggest rules of YouTube is upload everything, because you never know when serendipity is gonna like reach your head out, grab you by the shirt and drag you. You just gotta, that's just part of when you're constantly uploading content, you only need a couple to actually hit and you're off and running. That's what I would say with the number one thing: upload once a day, every day, as long as you possibly can stand that pace. And then if you gotta take time off and recuperate, you're getting burned out, do that. But don't, please, like, this is just me trying to say it, in the first year of your channel, do not try to post once a week or once a month. The amount of videos you're gonna be able to put up in that first year is gonna be so small, you're not gonna get enough watch time, you're not gonna get enough views for your channel to grow. You gotta start out like it's a competition against everybody else. You're here to stay. You're motivated and you're gonna rip content out as fast as possible. Like that's my mindset, and that's how I operate. I'm going to upload every day. It's gonna happen just like a job, like 9 to 5, really 9 to 5. You better be operating faster than that. You gotta be at such a fast pace that you're just, you're gonna get, 6 videos in a week, times the amount of weeks in a year, and you're gonna have a couple hundred videos in year one. Like, that's what I would personally do. That brings me to the number 2 thing that y'all should be thinking about is your content style, okay? Your content types, okay? So I would break these down into 3 things, okay? You need holding content, you need finder content, and you need hero content, okay? Now, what are those? Holding content are kind of like vlogs and daily material that you can create watch time from your subscribers. Finding content, as in answering questions or problems or how-tos and reviews, because people are searching these ideas and these questions, and then they find you. So, how to tie a knot, how to, like in the fishing world, how to tie a knot, how to choose a fishing reel for saltwater, what braided fishing line should you use it. You're answering questions, people are searching these things, they're finding your videos, they're subscribing. And then you need some kind of content, just like in a stock portfolio, it's speculative and has viral ability, something that can just catapult you, right? So you want to create all these little how-tos and reviews and stuff to where people are finding you through search. The holding videos are accumulating watch time, your fishing videos for me, or cooking, or your adventure stuff that people like to watch. And then something like that Blue Angels video that took off and it created a lot of watch time real fast, like squirrel hunting videos, squirrel cooking videos, like random crazy videos that have the ability for people to say, oh man, I want to click on that. Holy cow, I never thought of that. Oh geez, that was wild. That kind of content where you might get 100,000 views, 200,000 views, 1 million, 50,000 views. Like, you gotta have some big videos. So think outside the box of how can I get a big video with this type of content, and really focus on throwing mud at the wall. Like, at the beginning of your channel, you might start with fishing and you might get famous in knitting. I don't know, something. Like, you might get famous jumping out of a plane, or you might get known for skateboarding and you started with fishing. So don't name something, your channel, to where you get pigeonholed into something. Name it something generic, or something that's cross spectrum, can be multi usage, or your name. Like, your name's a good thing. Like, for me, my name was taken. Jack Motley was taken. Motley crew pretty much took up, because they were a famous band, took up everything Motley. And so I just said, okay, Yak, I like to talk, I have a kayak, boom, name. It's nothing but a handle that you go by on the internet. Don't think of it as like anything more than that. Number 3, okay, document, don't create, and then learn to tell a story. So like, I like to document my experiences, so at the end of the year I can look back on YouTube and be like, that was cool when we went there. Oh, I remember that. Oh, that beach smelled just like this, because I can just almost like taste it, because I'm experiencing it again through video. So I'm just documenting what happened to me on that day, and then learn how to create that story, that beginning, middle, and end, and your template. And once you create that, your videos are kind of gonna start falling together, get better quality. It's gonna be easier to edit, and you're just gonna be able to crank them out. And if you really don't know how to do that, go find one of the best YouTubers, figure out their template, use that until you get your own template, and then move out and create your own stuff. But like when you don't know something, you always want to ask a professional or imitate a professional. That's just the way it is until you figure out your own style. So my number 4 point kind of brings me back to like the number 1 point and like the number 3 point. It's really to figure out your genre to start with, because you really have to tag your videos to where they get in a genre, like fishing, kayak fishing, sewing, slingshot hunting, squirrel hunting. Like you have to fit in, for SEO purposes, you have to fit in one of those genres to like really be found, or your content to not just get lost in space. It has to be attached to some category that makes sense. And by doing that, and you're cranking out a lot of videos, you're gonna find your nest, who you are, like your ability to be entertaining. Like when I first started, I was terrible. If you look at some of those old videos, I've taken some of them down. They were bad. But you know what, I started and I learned, I started seeing myself on camera, and I was able to like kind of figure out my mannerisms and how I sound, because I know you probably think you sound weird on camera. It's because you're not used to hearing it. Long story, bone hearing versus air hearing, like long, but anyways, you'll figure it out and you'll get used to it. So find your nest, figure out how your vibe is. You know, if you're animated or not, figure out who you are really in person and learn how to portray it on camera. All right, so by now you've probably figured out those first few things, your nest and how to edit and how to create videos, and then your post schedule and all this stuff. And then really now you're in the self-promotion business. All right, so for some reason people on YouTube think it's awful to self-promote, but that's the only way you grow on YouTube, is to self-promote. Napoleon Hill once said, never pass up an opportunity to promote yourself, because you're your best agent. So you gotta promote yourself. And in the early days, I used to stay up like 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning posting my videos all over Facebook, all over the internet. Just every forum I could post it on and not get kicked out, I was posting it. At that time, there wasn't a lot of people doing it, so you could get away with it. And that I joined every fishing forum, every vlogging forum, every camera forum. So like I interacted in every comment section. I went to every function I possibly could. I was Johnny on the spot for everything, right? And that's how people got to know me. They started following me. They started, you know, I started getting better at making better content, and it just started to help. You just gotta self-promote yourself. You gotta sponsor some things. You gotta spend some money. That's just how any business works. If your YouTube channel is making money, you should market your YouTube channel just like you would a business. You have a marketing budget. That's how you do it. That's how any business does it. That's how the media group that we have here does it. You gotta spend money to market. You have to self-promote. You grow the budget, or you grow the channel, you grow the budget, you make more money. It's like a little engine that could. Okay, so number 9. This is kind of like the stage I'm at now, is I'm constantly having to come up with new creative things to do, because after a while you've kind of done everything. And like in the genre that I operate in most of the time, just another fishing video doesn't work anymore. Another redfish video just doesn't work anymore. Another fish video, king mackerel, looks just like the last one you caught at the same spot. After a while, it comes down to, it's not about the fish anymore. Like, it's about the adventure, it's about the story, it's about all those things that come together to create a video that is a little bit bigger than the fish. That's just the nature of YouTube, because it's so competitive now. You can't post another like just titled redfish video and think it's gonna move, because the SEO just is too clogged up. You have to kind of get outside the box. Like right now, I've wrote down 30 new video ideas that kind of stretch the boundaries of this channel to try to keep growing it, because it's getting tougher and tougher, and you don't want to wind up getting in that same routine of specks on top water, or you know, crankbait redfish, or you know, live bait for, you know, dock fishing. Like it's hard to do those same type of videos anymore. It's just the nature of the beast. I kind of mentioned this in my first topic, was upload everything. That one video you think is going to be crappy, that you didn't catch a fish, or that you didn't the video wasn't quality and you just didn't upload it, it's YouTube. There's videos of people's cats on their iPhone and they're getting millions of views. Upload that doggone thing, because you never know when serendipity is gonna launch that thing. That algorithm could tag that video just right and it gets 100,000 views. And that would have been 100,000 views you would have never gotten if you wouldn't have done that. If I would have never uploaded that Blue Angel video that was terrible, that I was like way too intoxicated to make, and the lens was blurry and I missed the flyby because it was blurry, and if I would have never uploaded that video, I might not even be on YouTube now. The serendipity bucket grabbed it, chunked it down the road, and this channel grew. So always upload the video. So my last thing, and this is my last thing, and the camera is screaming at me to saying this is a long video, but I gotta make sure I get all this out there for you, because there might be one guy that's still listening. And if you're still listening, don't forget to subscribe and comment if you're still listening and if you got any questions. As your channel grows and as you get bigger and the channel makes more money, and if you're doing side gigs because people now know who you are and they want you to make videos for them, or social media, or ask you questions, continuously upgrade your camera equipment, okay? Make it bigger, go ahead and spend the money, get you a better mic, get you some better GoPros, go ahead and splurge on that DSLR camera. Here, I'll show you what my camera looks like. I'm gonna use my iPhone. All right, so this is my Canon T6i right here, see? And I've got a wide angle lens on right now, and I can see myself in this finder. That's why sometimes you see my eyes move like this. And sometimes you can use sunglasses to so they can't see which one you're looking at, because most of the time you need to be looking over here and not over here, but then they see your eyeballs. Moving right along. So this is my mic with my mic sock, my dead cat mouse sock thingamabobber that makes the wind noise stop. It's got just a Rode Go mic on it, and you know, it just attaches right there. And so this lens this is not the kit lens, this is a wide angle lens, 10 by 18, which makes a super big difference. This is the Joby bendy tripod thing, which is awesome because it just allows you to hook it everywhere. And that's really it. It's just an all-around great beginner camera. T6i paid like $700 for the whole deal, and that doesn't include this. See how wide it goes? And this is like, I mean, we're talking like 6 inches right here. And it really helps, especially when you're walking and talking with this DSLR. Okay, so moving right along. So I would totally say, when you can get, and it feasibly work, a DSLR camera, the game is gonna change on YouTube. This thing is way more quality and way more, the audio is so much better that you are gonna see a huge difference in your videos immediately. And so if you can get that big video or whatever, immediately just go buy a DSLR camera and just go that route. Get what you need, because this thing is night and day. Pictures, Instagram, everything is just better. Live is better. Just do it. I promise you, you will not, you'll be like, whoa, that is, whoa, okay? So, and I wouldn't get a drone until you've completed all these steps. I've got one, I don't use it that much because half the places around you can't use it because people panic and call the law on you, and all the other drone people around here complain because you're taking work. Long story. But that's really it, guys. That's it in a nutshell. You just go through these steps, upgrade your gear when you can. Let me show you my GoPros. This was my first GoPro right here. This was my first one. And it's still working. This is the very first video on this channel was videoed on this right here. And then I started using my iPhone, and then when the Session came out, I used it. See how bad this thing looks? Still trucking. Dropped it off the back of the truck. It rolled down the road for about 200 or 300 yards, and it's still trucking. It's full of sand. I tried to throw it on a fishing pole to the bottom of the water the other day. But anyways, I didn't start with very good equipment at all. I just started. So I just wanted to tell y'all that. I just wanted to put that out there for you in this video. I hope somebody can use it. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're still here. Comment down below. I hope you guys can benefit, and I'll see you guys later.